Hello, I'm Anivasa, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to campaign for presidency in Nigeria. With just 3 simple lessons, you will be good to go. So, let's begin. Lesson 1. Address the biggest issue affecting Nigerians. During every presidential campaign, candidates always try to provide solutions to some of Nigeria's biggest problems, issues like corruption, education, insecurity, unemployment, and the rest. Here is how a candidate should address some of these issues.
Hello, I'm Anivasa, presidential candidate for the next election. Excuse me. Day 16. Right. Okay. I'm ready. Let's talk about the big issues. Unlike what many has come to assume, poor funding and low wages aren't the biggest problem troubling our education sector. The biggest problem troubling our education sector is ASU. Yes, ASU strike. So, if you vote us and we win, we're going to resolve that issue ASAP. How? Simple. We're going to pay the best rainmakers to stop rain from falling whenever ASU want to strike. You know, because if rain doesn't fall, ASU cannot strike. So, problem solved. On unemployment, that will be the easiest problem for us to solve. You see, it is unfortunate that people have to graduate from the university and not be able to secure a job. So, when you vote us and we win, we are going to employ everybody, whether they are employable or not. Yes, I know you are wondering, how are we going to pay everybody a salary if we hire everybody? Well, we don't have to pay everybody. So we either owe or we use the current budget for salary as it is to pay everyone percentage salary. Both methods are very effective. It has been tested across the country by state governors in their states. So just like in a pandemic situation, we are going to isolate and quarantine corrupt people. Not in prison though. No. How can we do such to our friends and colleagues in Luton? No. So we're going to invite them to reinvest their loot in Nigeria. And if they refuse our invitation, we are going to do the right thing then by prosecuting and recovering the loot from them, and then we reloot it. But be rest assured that whatever we loot or reloot, we are going to invest it in Nigeria. Because let's be real, whomever you vote is going to loot anyway, so why not us? Regarding insecurity, the worst security situation right now we have in the country is banditry. They have taken the shine off Boko Haram. It's no coincidence that just when Boko Haram has been tamed, banditry rears its ugly head. I think the past administration should not have tamed Boko Haram. But now that they have, we should try and live with banditry. Because if we tame banditry, something worse will come to replace it. So, vote us if you don't want something worse to replace banditry.
Lesson number 2. Appeal to their religious and tribal sentiment. Scare them with domination. Trust me, there is nothing that works better when trying to convince Nigerians to vote you than religion and tribalism. So you're a Muslim, so what do? You scare your people with Christianization. And if you are a Christian, you have to use the good old Islamization agenda to scare your people. So, while you are playing the religious card, don't forget the tribal card, like this.
Fellow tribesmen, for so long, we've been marginalized, relegated to number 2, 3, instead of number 1. For so long, all we can do is watch and lick our lips as the other tribe enjoy the national cake. They have dominated the government, they have all the juicy appointments, while we get crumbs. This is why you should vote us, your fellow tribesmen, president, so that we will get all the juicy appointment, sensitive appointment to our fellow tribesmen. whether they are qualified, competent, or not. It shouldn't matter if they are corrupt. It shouldn't matter whether they are going to ruin this country for generations unborn. What is more important is that your fellow tribesmen sits on that chair.
Finally, lesson number 3. Make promises. Even if it is obvious you cannot keep them. Don't be afraid to make promises. The masses love promises. So, keep in lots of it. Here are some examples of promises you should be making.
If you vote us into the presidency, the first thing we are going to do, which is very important and vital, is to convert the National Assembly to Big Brother's house. Yes. Ebuka and Frank Edoho will be the speaker and co-host. And every month, there is going to be an eviction night to remove non-performers. The title, Professor, will be converted to Oga. Yes. For example, you will no longer call Soyinka Professor Wole Soyinka. Instead, you call it Oga Soyinka. The Super Eagles will be renamed Super Chicken because that's how they play lately. Olamide, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido will do a collaboration to give us a new national anthem. During my presidency, the Nigerian currency will no longer be called Naira. Instead, we will change it to Sapa. 10 Naira, 20 Naira, 50 Naira, 1,000 Naira will now be called 10 Sapa, 50 Sapa, 100 Sapa, 500 Sapa, 1,000 Sapa, respectively. Finally, and very, very important, in fact, a matter of national security and national pride, all Ghanaians coming into Nigeria will be made to sign a public declaration that Nigerian jollof rice is forever better than Ghanaian jollof rice. Failure to sign, we deport such person.
So fellas, this is how easy it is to campaign for presidency in Nigeria. So, hope you planned.